This guy will make you rich. You listen to his advice, you follow it, it's that simple.
I think it's easy, if we sit here and discuss it a minute, to think about $100. Now, $100 is a lot of money. But $100 invested every month, from age 25 to age 65, averaging 12% in a good growth stock mutual fund Roth IRA, is $1,176,000. So if you're listening to this show and you are under 40 years old and you don't retire with $1 million, that's no one's fault but yours. It's your fault in this country if you retire broke. It's your fault because you made a freaking fortune in your working lifetime. You work your butt off your whole life and you have nothing to show for it. Nothing. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. America, it is way past time for a renaissance in the art of personal finance. It is way past time for you to get your freaking act together. For every one of you listening to Not Retire a Millionaire is absurd. It's absurd. Average household income in America today is $50,000. If you say 15% of that, that's $7,500 a year. If you do that in your 401k with no match, into Roth IRAs, into good growth stock mutual funds, you would retire with around $7.5 million if you say 15% of your income. I don't know if I agree with your set of assumptions. Well, shut up unless you do something about it. Because my set of assumptions have made me rich. So why don't you use my set of assumptions instead of your set of assumptions? Because you're sitting on your assumption, doing nothing. It's time for you to get up off your assumption and go save some money. Way past time. Don't you think? So maybe I'm wrong. $7.5 million. Let's say I'm half wrong. So you end up with $3 million. Shut up! You know, if you bothered to care about your career, you'd be at work 10 minutes early, stay 10 minutes late, and actually work while you at work and get off the freaking Facebook. I don't know how you people get anything done between your Twitter account and your Facebook account. Try working while you're at work. You'll stand out because nobody else does. Try working, telling the truth, and smiling while you're at work. You'll get a promotion in a month. How you stand out from the herd? Tell the truth, smile, and work while you're at work. Wow. What a culture we live in that it's that easy to be a big dog. You do that for 15 years, you can change your whole family tree. You do it for 15 days, people will start noticing it. You do it for 15 weeks, you'll be running the whole place. All right, you know what I'm talking about. If you take that piece of information, I can drop you in the middle of any city, let you get any menial job at any little stupid thing you do, and pretty soon you'll be running the place or owning the place. Just because you're intentional. You do become what you think about. Bother to care. Tell your money what to do. Don't be sitting down and looking at your tax return and going, we made $85,000. Did somebody tell me where it went? Well, you lost it because you pissed it away. You had no idea what you were doing. You were lost as a ball in tall weeds. You watch 38 hours of television every week. You know exactly who got thrown off the island, but you don't know what happened to your $85,000. How's that for stupid? That's stupid, America. It's stupid. And then sit around and whine and act like a victim and act like somebody did something to you. Nobody did anything to you. Roll up your sleeves and be a grown-up. Adults devise a plan and follow it. Children do what feels good. If you will bother, you can have a fabulous marriage. You can have great kids. You can have money and a career. We want you to be the hero. We want you to take life by the horns, grab it and shake it, and make life behave. Is it going to be perfect? No. Are you going to run into problems? Yes. Are you going to be oppressed by fools and people that don't agree with you, that discriminate against you? Yes. Count on it. 88% of Americans, millionaires, are still first-generation rich, and only 1% of them are actors, athletes, and rock stars. Most of them are small business owners. They're in sales, something like that. They're just folk. They just decide to live different than normal people who spend everything they make and act like they're in Congress. They made a decision to live differently. Now, you can choose a victim mentality due to your liberal politics, due to your shame about your position. You can choose a victim mentality, but I can 100% guarantee that you will not win choosing that mentality. I want you to choose the hero. I want you to choose in spite of the obstacles, in spite of the people that put you down, in spite of the people that tell you it can't be done, in spite of your 6th grade teacher or your mean mother-in-law, in spite of whoever it is, go do it anyway. Go win anyway. I was foreclosed on. I was sued. I was sued so many times. The little guy bringing the lawsuit papers were like on a first-name basis with the old boy. I mean, I was sued and sued, and I didn't just go down. I went down in flames. I went down so the fire was so big it made the newspaper. Boy wonder child, 20-something millionaire goes broke. You talk about being shamed and then ashamed, being humiliated and then being humble. You ever been there? Maybe you didn't have to go down that big. Maybe you weren't as stupid as I was. But you've done some stupid stuff too. The question this show's about is, what are you going to do with the mess you made? What's the next chapter in your book? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? Are you going to keep eating like you're eating and expecting your waistline to change? Are you going to keep spending like you're spending, not communicating with your spouse, leasing cars, using a stupid credit card, buying whole life policies and timeshares, and then scratching your head and wondering why in the richest country in the world you're still freaking broke? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? The 12-steppers say that's the definition of insanity. You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. You plant corn, don't be shocked corn grows. But we live our lives this way, and you walk around acting like everything's okay, carrying that purse, wearing those shoes, driving that car, going on that vacation, and you're just plain stupid. And inside, you know it. The thing is, I'm trying to tell you, you're not any different than anybody else. Most people are stupid. When it comes to money, that's why most people are broke. They look good. They're driving nice stuff that they can't afford. They're going on vacations they can't afford. They're living in a place they can't afford. They eat out every freaking night like they don't have a stove. At least learn to use a dad-blame microwave. I mean, seriously, when are you going to change? You work your whole life for what? An illusion? A facade? Why don't you work your life right and become wealthy? You make enough money to become wealthy, but you got to take stupid out of the equation, and you got to take faking it out of the equation.